Hi friends, my name is Narasimha and I'm studying BTech second year of CHD group in IRE College Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today, as a part of my AIT Tech Talk videos, in the subject of data structures, I want to explain a familiar topic to you all, and the topic name is internal sorting. It is also a familiar topic to all engineering students who are studying the coding languages. First of all, what is sorting? Sorting is a process of arranging data into meaningful order so that you can analyze it more effectively. For example, you might want to order sales data by calendar month so that you can produce a graph of sales performance. You can use Discover to sort data as follows. Sort text data into alphabetical order. It is not an new topic to you all. It's also an old topic which is used in our examples and in our attendance sheet. All the names of the students are arranged in alphabetical order for easily identification and for easily getting the name of a student. In the same way, in our day-to-day life, in the technology or in the coding languages, sorting is very important to get our output very efficiently and in a quick manner. Without sorting also, the output is possible, but it is a time-taking process. By the sorting process, we can get an output easily. But in the computer programming, this sorting process is done internally without the help of the user. As we all know, all the coding languages are user friendly. The features of the coding languages are very familiar to the users, and these are very important for the users. Coming to the internal sorting. An internal sort is any data sorting process that takes place entirely within the main memory of the computer, which I have said before, it is done internally. This is possible whenever the data to be sorted is small enough to all be held in the main memory. For sorting large data sets, it may be necessary to hold only a chunk of data in memory at a time, since it won't all fit. The rest of the data is normally held on some larger but slower medium like a hard disk. Coming to the internal sorting, the data memory should be very small. While coming to the large data, it will sort the data step-by-step process. And there are different types of sorting techniques which are used by our computers. And later on, I'll explain all. Any reading or writing of data to and form this slower media can slow the sortation process considerably. This issue has implications for different sort algorithms. While coming to the algorithms, which is simply known as the process, I have said it before, there are different types of sorting techniques, and each technique has some algorithm. Means the process how it is sorting that whole data and giving the proper output by the sorted technique. This Paris explained that any reading or writing of data to and from this slower media can slow the sortation process considerably. Coming to the next para. Some common internal sorting algorithms include the examples: bubble sort, insertion sort, quick sort, heap sort, radix sort, and selection sort. We are commonly known as with bubble sort or insertion sort, quick sort, and selection sort. Coming to some of the algorithms, actual uses of internal sorting, why we use this and what are the advantages we are getting by using this internal sorting. We use internal sorting when the data set is relatively small enough to fit within the RAM of the computer, and external sorting when the data set is large and it utilizes algorithms that have minimum space complexity. As I said before, the internal sorting is for the small data and the large data is sorted by the external sorting. While coming to the internal sorting use, when the data set is relatively small enough, means a small part to fit within the RAM of the computer, we use the internal sorting. And internal sorting is useful for the users for getting the approximate answer. Coming to the algorithms of internal sorting. As I've said before, there are each and every algorithm for each and sorting technique. Well, coming to the first algorithm, bubble sort. It's a simple sorting algorithm that repeatedly steps through the list. It compares adjacent elements and swaps them if they are in the wrong order. The algorithm loops through the list until it's sorted. The bubble sort is a simple sorting technique which will depends on the comparison of the adjacent elements, and it will swap the elements if they are in wrong order, means the order which is specified by the computer or which we have given by the user to the computer, which means example ascending order or descending order, alphabetical order, or increasing or decreasing, etc. Let's see an example for more clarity on this bubble sort. Well, see in the first pass, the list is in combination of 7, 6, 4, 3 numbers, and the sorting is going on. While coming to the comparison of first element of the first list and the second element, 7 and 6. The swapping the elements, 7 is greater than 6. So the computer will swap the elements, and 6 will be replaced by the 7 and 7 will be replaced with the 6. And next we can see the 6, 7, 4, 3. Next, coming to the swapping of the second element and the third element comparison. Here we can see 7 is greater than 4. So the swapping takes place between the 7 and 4. Coming to the third step, 6, 4, 7, 3. Coming to the third comparison, 7 and 3. 7 is greater than 3 as we all know. So the swapping will be takes place between the 7 and 3. Coming to the first pass, means the first step of the process, the list is replaced from 7643 and modified to the 6437. Coming to the second pass, means second comparison. Same way how the first pass is taken place, the second pass also takes place. It will compare the first two elements, next two elements, and next two elements. Coming to the output of the second pass, you can see 4, 3, 6, 7. And while coming to the output of the third pass, you can see 3, 4, 6, 7. While we observe the first, the list which we have given to the computer, and the last output which is we gained from the computer, it is 7643 and modified to the 3467, and the output is in ascending order. This is about the bubble sort. Next, coming to the insertion sort. This sorting algorithm works similarly to the way to sort playing cards, which are we are all familiar with from 10th class onwards. Playing cards, which are 52. The data set is virtually split into a sorted and an unsorted part. Then the algorithm picks up the elements from the unsorted part and places them at the correct position in the sorted part. It is commonly known as divide and sorting technique. Let's see an example for more clarity. Here we are given a list of 8, 4, 6, 3, 1, 9. And let us observing the first element 8 is in a sorted array, and the next few of the elements is an unsorted array. While coming to that, shift the element 4, 8, 6, 3, 1, 9. And we are observing that the element of the two elements is an sorted array, and next 4 elements is an unsorted array. And next element unsort. Next, we are imposing the 6 between a 4 and 8 because the 6 is greater than 4 and less than 8. So by inserting the 6 between the 4 and 8, you can gain a list as 4, 6, 8, 3, 1, 9. Next, this is depend on the insertion of the elements based on their increasability or decreasability by comparing the element in the sorted array. Here we can see the 3 steps and so on. If we do on going on steps by adding a new element and doing the sorting process, we can get the answer in a decreasing order or increasing order or the manner which we want by the computer. Next, quick sort. This sorting algorithm picks up a pivot element, then partitions the dataset into sub-arrays, 2 sub-arrays. One sub-array is greater than the element and another sub-array is less than the element. The same process is repeated for sub-arrays till the dataset is sorted as shown below. This quicksort algorithm depends on a single element and divides the whole set into 2 partitions, 2 subarrays. One is greater than the element and one is lesser than the element. Let's see the example. 6, 4, 8, 4, 6, 3, 1, 9. Suppose pivot element is 6. Divide the array into 2 parts. The pivot element is our wish or the wish of the computer. While coming to the second part, you can see 4, 3, 1 first array and 6, 8, 9 the second array. This is commonly known as insertion sorting also, or quick. It's somewhat bubble sort. We can see here in the third step, but the choosing of element is a variety of this quick sort. And the third process and second process, well, going on, we can see sort both arrays recursively. In the third process, we can see 1, 3, 4, and 6, 8, and 9. This is a quick sort, which we get quickly the answer from the computer to gain the option. So here we have seen some of the sorting techniques, not these are full, some of the sorting techniques for getting an idea. First one is bubble sort, which means a comparison between the adjacent elements. Next is the insertion sort, which is the swapping or the replacing of the elements based on their increasability or decreasability. And third one is a quick sort, in which we have to choose a pivot element and divide the array into two parts and sorting both the arrays recursively. This insertion sort is very useful for us to get the list or an array in a or manner by which we want. So thank you, friends. I hope my lecture is useful for you, and I hope you gain some knowledge from this lecture. Thank you.